I'm here. Don't you all worry about it. I hope everybody is doing well today. Miss Iowa Backyard Cam was first, and she is very close to 500 subscribers. Can we help her out and get her to that? I modded Streamlabs, so if we hit exclamation mark Iowa again, it should pop up properly, and you can click on it. Look at my lipstick's coming off. Yeah, I'm a mess. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I was literally just contemplating a last minute outfit change, which I decided against. There we go. That's better. I hope everybody is doing well today. You just got very aggravated. Oh, well, some channels, they do that. Jonathan's here. Open mic. Welcome. I thought I saw Chris Engelby earlier. Welcome, welcome. Um, It is Tuesday, November 21st, and we are going to first look at the weather. So, where I am today, the weather is raining. Didn't know that. And what's the temperature? Temperature. That's how you remember how to spell that one. Uh, 50 degrees right now in American, whatever you call it, whatchamacallit. So, yeah. I would also like to take the time to remind you if you are new here or you're just hanging out and you are, you know, just hanging out, please make sure to turn gifts on this channel. Uh, thank you very much, Cellulite Yoga Pants. You have a tablecloth like this. Uh, there's no cleavage in this shirt, and that's the only sort of. This is actually a dress that I no longer wear as a dress. But Chris is feeling better. That's good to hear. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Ooh, 35 and a chance of snow. That sounds cold. Super cold. Um, I've had a like beyond fabulous day, to be honest with you guys. Uh, better by the moment as we go. And so I'm very excited for the upcoming, should we call it holiday season? I don't know. Okay, Lisa, what happened? So you waited over an hour at the restaurant for food? Is that a long time? I mean, my expectation levels for service are so much lower than y'all's because it is like it's just the way it is here. Don't you remember when some of you might not have been here, but when I was in Florida last, I was just blown over by the quality of service and like how shitty it is at home in Canada for some reason. I don't know. Um, anyways, very long time for essentially fast food. See, that's not good. I don't appreciate that at all. But I do, I mean, I've talked about it before. You want to blow somebody's mind from Canada or Britain. Um, explain to them that you can get like free refills on your pop even when you're leaving the restaurant. A lot of restaurants will give you a pop to go. Like, I mean, I guess it's indicative or it says something about me that I get giddy or like very happy when I get to take a pop to go. Like it's the small things in life that make you happy. That's a small thing in life that makes me happy. And I remember being like, this lady just like, oh yeah, just taking drinks to go. Oh, blue is my color. Thank you. I thought that blue wouldn't be my color because my eyes are blue, but I do enjoy wearing blue. I actually hung up quite a bit of clothes. Maybe I'll bring the closet thing over here. It's like a moving closet. I'll bring it over here. We'll look at some of them in a minute. I have many more to hang up. But Miss Courtney is here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You thought to take the food to go, but it was cold. Oh, that's sucky. That super sucks. I have to say, like, I didn't get any experiences like that at all in Florida for the most part. Like, everything was very, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Like, and I remember when I got home the first day and I went and grabbed something to eat, and I was just like, this person who's being paid, like, because y'all don't pay servers that much money. They are making money on tips. And so that means you have to tip them well, but we have to tip people here too. Like, it's just expected. And so when you come up here and somebody's making like $18 an hour plus tips and they're giving you attitude about ordering something, or like if you said, "Hey, I need could I get a drink to go?" They'd be like, "Yeah, I'll charge you for that." They would ring that in and charge you for that. I remember like literally being at the Waffle House and paying like $6 or $8 for food and coffee and a pop. And here, I'm not joking you, just the coffee and the pop would be $10. Um, yeah. Where did you go, Iowa? Was it a big chain restaurant or what? But as say that, I haven't had I don't have any pop in my house right now, so I don't really care how long it would take to get a pop. I would really like pop. I'll have to go groceries later tonight. Not too much later though. Can't We don't have 24-hour grocery stores anymore like we used to. Pre-COVID, we had 24-hour grocery stores that I loved and I used to frequent a lot. I don't know why I find it more soothing to grocery shop in the nighttime. I find a lot of things more soothing in the nighttime. Things that people tend to do during the day, I guess. But for me, it was the win was to be able to go to Walmart, or we have a place called Thrifty Foods, which sounds cheap, is not, is actually very expensive. But those are the types of places like, and I would go there in the middle of the night. When my ex-husband worked graveyard shift, sometimes I would go in the nighttime just to like get stuff done. Um, I I just in I don't know. It just felt like you were sort of like cheating, like a cheat code almost, because it's so, I don't know, like just dead of people. And I like to do things at night too, like cleaning. Vicky, I have to think. So luckily, the lady that lives below me here works a night shift. So sometimes I can vacuum at night, but I do feel bad doing like my heavy duty cleaning at nighttime. But it is when I'm like the most effective. It's why I pine for one day to have my own house that nobody else lives in, just me and somebody who loves me, who doesn't care if I clean in the middle of the night. Ah, dreams. They might come true, said Lizzie McGuire. Mayor. What worked? Oh, so happy. Thank you, Mayor. Oh, wow. Okay. That's good news. Whew. Ew. Makes me happy. All of that makes me happy. All of that. Thank you all so much. Woo. This. Oh, that is so great. Thank you, Mayor. Hi, William. If you're around, he might not even be here. John. Oh, oh, that's excellent. Wait till the thing comes up. Oh, I like that. Somebody told me that the upside down triangle means something, and I'm like, that I didn't know about. I mean, it's a crazy kinky town around here. Oh? So great. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, Mayor. Woo! We Oh, that feels so much good. So good. Oh, I've been worried about that. Very worried about that. Anyways, goodness gracious. Okay, because it wasn't working for like 2 days, and I thought we were fucked, to be honest with you. Okay, let's start watching some of the. Oh, yeah, let's start watching some court. Like I said, wait, I was playing with something in my hand, wasn't I? Yeah, it was. A little dongle. Caught it. A dongle. Um, okay. A pink triangle was worn by homosexuals at costume. Okay. Definitely not what I was going for. I guess I'll look for a different one. I just really liked how that it was pink. Oh God. I did not. Obviously, I don't need any association with that. But that's something to keep in mind, isn't it? Isn't it, Paisley, when you think about these things? Isn't it Streamlabs when you create these things? Uh, Let me put on my headphones. Also, you have triangles on your bike when you get down. I mean, I was just trying. I just thought it was cool. I don't think I didn't know it. I didn't know it. We learn something new every day. We learn something new every day. Let me plug this in so that I have my mousy mouse over here. I have a pink mouse. Isn't that cute? Oh, I dropped the dongle. I think dongles are too small. Not all dongles. Everybody works with what they've got in terms of dongle. And sometimes, all you've got is a small dongle, and that's okay. I'm not talking about when you're born with a small dongle. I'm talking about when a business creates a small dongle, really, is what I'm talking about. Now I have a handful of pink. Hey, Jonathan, there you go. That's a good one. Arizona Fire, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Make sure that you have gifts turned on. We are having a fabulous day so far. Things are moving along, moving along, moving along, moving along. I don't know how else to say it. I like that my mouse is working, not when it's up in the air, Pace, only when it's down here. But let's switch over to this other scene and let's get going. Wow. Okay. Oh, also, hey, Miss Carrie, before we get going, sexy smuts. Yeah, we sexy smuts. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh, the Troyalty podcast, which is linked on my channel. A friend of the channel, one of the adjacent babies, is looking for watch hours for their. Oh, it's working again. Thank you, Cellulite Yoga Pants. Thank you guys so much. Oh, you're making my day. Anyways, the Troyalty podcast. I might have to change those. We'll see. I think I like it. It looks so retro and like neon to me. Anyways, thank you all for becoming members, for joining the KCC crew, I called it. And also, thank you again, Cellulite Yoga Pants, Jonathan and Mayor. So much. So, so, so much. So much. Flusha, welcome. What is up? What is up? I'm here today. I just can't deny it. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. Make sure you turn your gifts. Me and YouTube Daddy are having a little bit of an argument lately as to like, hey, you want to be a club? Then Flush or not Flush, uh, YouTube Daddy says, no, you can't be in the club. Um, Blue Light KCC strip. Oh, you guys, I love y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out and being here. We're going down Travis County. Travis County is in Texas, ladies and gentlemen, and they don't walk around down Texas. Um, you think that things hooked up to it? I didn't think my pennies mayor. We are not allowed to do that on this website. I don't think.
This is post one, all of post one, all 16 guys.
Okay.
And then we'll do post two when you're done with these guys.
Okay.
And no Spanish speakers.
All right. So this is all post one.
From both dockets. Yes, sir.
All right. All right. Can y'all hear me okay? Good. All right. Good morning, gentlemen. I'm Judge Vigorito. I'm the magistrate judge this morning. I'm not here to decide whether you're innocent or guilty. I'm just here to explain your charges, your rights, and your options on how to get out of jail. Now, all of you are charged with some type of a criminal offense based on the sworn statement of a law enforcement officer. That officer is swearing to enough facts that would lead a reasonable person to believe that you committed a criminal offense. That does not mean you've been found guilty. You're presumed innocent unless proven guilty, and you'll have an opportunity to talk to an attorney before making any decisions on how to handle your case. If you want a copy of the statement of the police officer that's being used as the basis for your charges, you can get that from your attorney or the clerk's office in the next few days. Now, you're all entitled to certain rights under the Constitution in any criminal case. I'm gonna go over your rights, and I'm gonna talk about your options on how to get out of jail. And then I'm gonna call you each one by one and talk to you each about your individual situation. And I talk to you individually. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask me, and I'll do my best to answer your questions. If you want to know the punishment range of the charge that you're facing, just ask me and I'll tell you. In any criminal case, you have the right to remain silent. You don't have to make any statements about your case. If you give up your right to remain silent, whatever you say can be used against you. You have the right to hire a lawyer to represent you. If you don't have the money to hire your own attorney, you can request a court-appointed attorney. If the police or the prosecutor want to talk to you about the facts of your case, you don't have to talk to them about it if you don't want to. If you choose to talk to them, you can end the interview at any time, and you have the right to have a lawyer present during any discussion with the police or prosecutors about your case. You also have a right to a reasonable amount of time to talk with your lawyer before making any decisions about your case. If you're charged with a felony, you have the right to request an examining trial. It's not a full-blown trial. That's a preliminary hearing to argue that there's no probable cause, no reasonable basis to charge you with a crime. You could talk with your lawyer about whether that option makes sense in your case. If you're not a U.S. citizen, you need to be aware that a conviction of a criminal offense can affect your immigration status, your right to be in this country, and your ability to become a naturalized citizen in the future. And lastly, if you're not from the United States, you do have the right to request that we contact the embassy of your home country and let them know that you're here. Is there anybody here who's not from the United States and you want us to contact your home embassy? Anybody? No? All right. I know you all want to get out of jail. If you're able to get out of jail, you need to make sure you show up for all your court dates. If you don't, you'll be rearrested and it'll be a lot more difficult for you to get out of jail once you're back here. So if you're able to get out of jail, don't throw away your paperwork. Pay attention to when you need to be at court. Now, there are 4 ways to get out of jail, and I'll explain each one of them. First way is to qualify for a personal bond. If you qualify for a personal bond, you'll be released for free based on your promise to come to all your court dates. You'd have a bond amount set, but you wouldn't have to pay any of the bond amount in order to get out of jail. And as long as you show up for all of your court dates, you would never have to pay the bond amount. If you don't show up for your court dates, you would be rearrested and the county would sue you for the full bond amount. So make sure you show up for court. Now, personal bonds are offered in instances where the case is not too serious and where we have a reasonable certainty that you'll come to court when you're supposed to, and that you won't be a danger to others or society if we let you out of jail while your case is pending. So we'll look at the facts of your case, your criminal record, your references, your history of coming to court in the past. And when I call your name, I'll let you know where you stand on the personal bond. If you qualify, you'll be released in the next few hours. If you don't qualify, you have 3 other ways to get out of jail. Those 3 ways are you can hire a bail bondsman, you can hire a lawyer, or you can have someone come down to the jail with the full amount of the bond in cash. Now, if you go through a bail bondsman or a lawyer, it's between you and them, how much they charge and what they can do for you. I can tell you that in Travis County, most bail bond companies tend to charge around 10% of the bond amount as their fee to get you out. So for example, if your bond amount's $5,000, bail bondsman will often charge you around $500 or more as their fee to get you out. You can also go through a lawyer. An attorney can come down here and try to convince me or one of the other judges to give you a personal bond that you weren't able to get on your own. A lawyer can advocate on your behalf based on the unique facts of your case and your situation and try to get you a personal bond. If you don't have the money to hire your own attorney, you can request a court-appointed attorney, and your court-appointed lawyer can do the same thing and try to get you out of jail. The last way to get out is to pay the full amount of the bond in cash. If someone comes down to the jail with the full amount of the bond, not 10%, but the full amount in cash, cashier's check, or money order, then you'll be released. And as long as you come to all your court dates at the end of your case, you'll get your money back. Whereas if you go through a bail bondsman or a lawyer, whatever money you pay them, you generally won't get back. That's their fee to get you out. Those are your 4 ways to get out of jail. Qualify for a personal bond, hire a bail bondsman, hire a lawyer, pay the full cash bond. Regardless of which way you use, make sure you come to all your court dates or you will be rearrested. I'm going to call your names. I'm going to tell you what you're charged with in your bond amount. I'm going to ask you whether you want a court-appointed attorney or whether you want to hire your own lawyer. If you have any questions at that point, go ahead and ask me and I'll do my best to answer your questions. Again, if you want to know the punishment range, go ahead and ask.
Okay, so did we get that? There are 4 main ways to get yourself out of jail down here in Travis County, and we are about to see what these 16 gentlemen have been up to get themselves in front of the magistrate court judge. Hello, Beverly. Hello, El Bay Trust Company. Who else was here? Philip Heels is here. Chris is here. If you guys have just got here, hi. Thanks for being here. Make sure that you've turned on gifting. It's working again on the channel, which is so happy. Let's see. Also, did you see me dance when he said no no translator cases? My God, today is just my day. It's my day.
This is post 1, all of post 1, all 16 guys.
Okay. All right. Good luck. Zachary Munson.
Yes, sir.
Zachary, what's your last name?
Munson.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Munson, you are charged with a Class B misdemeanor terroristic threat. Your bond amount set at $5,000. However, I am going to do a personal bond in your case. You're going to be released today for free. One of the conditions of your release, besides showing up for court, Mr. Munson, is you're not allowed to possess any firearms at all while this case is going on. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You want a court-appointed attorney, or do you want to hire your own lawyer?
Court appointed, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, good luck.
Thank you very much.
Joe Perez. Mr. Perez, you are charged with a state jail felony theft charge with a bond amount of $8,000. And you are charged with a motion to revoke your probation on a assault charge with a bond amount of $7,000. So the total amount of your bonds is $15,000. You are not going to get a personal bond. You need to go through a bail bondsman or a lawyer, or come up with the cash. Bail bondsman, if they're willing to do it for 10%, would be around $1,500. If you do post bond, besides showing up for all your court dates, you are required you are prohibited from possessing any firearms while your case is going on. Do you understand that?
Well, I have a question, the stuff that they locked me up already for, it already got locked up on my birthday. I was just here last month, so on October 17th, I was just here, that's on my birthday. And they had
You were just here on October 7th.
Wow. Thank you, Chris, for your super chat. Thank you to Philip Heels for passing it on. Thank you, thank you, thank you guys. Oh, here it comes. Why is that one so late, Streamlabs? Thank you. You guys, I am so thankful and happy and just proud to see that again. I appreciate each and every one of you. Mayor too, did you do it again? Jonathan, I don't think so, but one day, maybe one day, I will beat Mikey. If I'm lucky. Hey, we're on the march to 1,000. He said that he would come on the show at 1,000. Did I mistake that? Or did I hear that properly? I'm pretty sure that he said it. So once again, thank you guys so much. I so appreciate it. Also, isn't this dress cute? But it's short, like too short. But it's super cute. I love it. Hi, Nancy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure to turn gifts on. We got to keep it rolling. I don't want it to stop. I do not remember why. I don't understand why it does this, but we can't let it stop. So make sure to turn your gifts on. Thank you, Nancy. Do a cartwheel, Jonathan.
17.
yeah, I seen you already, we already went through this, that's what I'm trying to comprehend what's going on, because they basically locked me up for the same thing. I'm just really trying to comprehend what's going on, sir, and the bond amount, I was gonna see if you can just work with me, sir, cause I have my son at the crib, and I've been getting everything straight, so I've been got my apartment, my car.
So I show that you were here on October 16th for possession of controlled substance and unlawful carrying of a firearm. And I show that you were released on a personal bond. On one of them, you were released on a personal bond. On the other one, you had to do a bail bond company, right?
Yeah, I never got released for the bond, since I've been here, I never got personal.
But then since that time, and probably because of those charges, the probation department has filed a motion to revoke your probation. It doesn't mean your probation is going to be revoked. It means that the probation department is asking the judge to consider that. And the probation judge has set your bond on that case at $7,000. And then in the meantime, you picked up this new felony for possession of stolen property.
So the possession of stolen property, I'm so confused because I haven't currently been subject since the last time.
You'll need to talk to your lawyer about your side of the story on that. I can't discuss that with you without your lawyer present. This is a recorded proceeding. Whatever you say can be used against you. And so I can't discuss the facts of the case. I'm familiar with the allegations, but you are going to need to go through a bail bondsman or a lawyer to get out.
So there's no way to work on that. Honestly, I had my son at the crib right now. I'm trying to get better.
Based on all the things going on now, this is now, you're already out on bond on a felony and a misdemeanor. Then you picked up a motion to revoke probation, and now you picked up a new felony. Under those circumstances, I'm not comfortable doing a personal bond.
But not a personal bond. Not a personal bond. I'm just saying you can just lower this.
How much money are you working with to bond out?
Yeah, sir, I can do around 800, so you know what I'm saying, 800 and levels, you know what I'm saying, but 1,600, that's actually pushing, so if even at 900, 850 something,
Well,
I got those charges because of what happened last time, you know what I'm saying, I didn't really do nothing, and that charge, I don't really know too much about it.
Talk to your lawyer. Yeah.
I understand that, you know what I'm saying, I'm just really trying to get
I'm not comfortable lowering your bond, but you could talk to your lawyer, and your lawyer can ask for a bond reduction hearing to look into it and more deeply. But based upon what I'm looking at, I think these bond amounts are appropriate. I don't mind you asking, but I do think they are appropriate. Do you want a court-appointed attorney or do you want to hire your own lawyer?
And how many years again?
You want a court-appointed lawyer? All right, your bonds total 15,000. 10% of that would be 1,500. All right, good luck. Reginald Lee. Mr. Lee, you are charged with a third-degree felony, assault causing bodily injury to a family or a household member. Your bond amount is set at $2,000. You're not going to get a personal bond. The law does not allow that on a felony domestic violence case. You're going to need to go through a bail bondsman or a lawyer. Bail bondsman, if they're willing to do it for 10%, would be around $200. I have an opportunity to use a little bit. You can also go through an attorney and talk to your court-appointed lawyer about what they could do to help bond you out. Do you want a court-appointed attorney or do you want to hire your own lawyer?
Court-appointed.
Do you have any questions? Good luck.
How's that work?
Gustavo Solis.
So,
Gustavo, what's your last name?
What is Gustavo in here? What stopped it at 1408? That's for me to remember. Don't worry, y'all. Remember that? 1408. What is Gustavo here for? Also, I think I can safely show you the standing out of this count. But yes, isn't it cute? I like it. What did Gustavo do? What's he in for? What is he in for? I think Gustavo is here for criminal trespass. Criminal trespass. Also, Doodle Dad, welcome. How is your doodle? That's the question. Oh, thank you. This is so good. So what did Gustavo do? What do you think? What do you think? Had Jackson. Oh, Chris is answering the question I asked before, which is, what did you have for dinner? If you don't like what you have for dinner, tell me what you wish you had for dinner. He is not stating that Gustavo had Jack's Supreme Pizza for dinner, which got him arrested. No, that is not what's happening. I don't know what Jack's is. Is that a pizza place? I don't know. Never had it. Is it something I have an ever-growing list of places in America that I need to try. So if it is, I'm real choppy. I'll let play. And I'll
Mr. Solis, you are charged with a state jail felony possession of marijuana with a bond amount of 5,000 and a state jail felony possession of controlled substance with a bond amount of 3,000. Total amount of your bond's 8,000. You're not going to get a personal bond. You need to go through a bail bondsman or a lawyer. Bail bondsman, if they want to do it for 10%, be around $800. Do you want a court-appointed attorney or do you want to hire your own lawyer? Do you have any questions? All right, good luck. Jerry and Gage. Mr. Gage, you are charged with a Class A misdemeanor unlawful carrying of a weapon. Your bond amount is $2,000. However, I am going to do a personal bond in your case. You're going to be released today for free based on your promise to come to court. Do you want a court-appointed attorney or do you want to hire your own lawyer? Do you have any questions? Any questions? All right, good luck. Benny Casillas.
Garcia, that might be the older gentleman. He just went to the restroom.
Okay. Dominique Almaguer. Mr. Almaguer, you're charged with a state jail felony possession of marijuana with a bond amount of $5,000. You're charged with a state jail felony possession of controlled substance.
Just called you. He's sitting in that chair right there.
Total amount of your bonds, $8,000. You're not going to get a personal bond. You need to go through a bail bondsman or a lawyer. Bail bondsman, if they're willing to do it for 10%, would be around $800. You want a court-appointed attorney, or do you want to hire your own lawyer? Do you have any questions? Good luck.
You can switch places with Mr. Casillas. That's Casillas, Judge.
All right, Benny Casillas, you are charged with a state jail felony possession of controlled substance with a bond amount of $3,000. However, I am going to do a personal bond in your case. You're going to be released today for free. You need to make sure you show up for all your court dates. In addition, Mr. Casillas, one of the conditions of your release, if you do postpone and get out of jail, is you're required to be screened for the drug court program. That's a rehab program that if you were to complete it, it would result in dismissal of the felony drug charge. You're not required to do the program, but you are required to at least be screened for it to see if it's an option for you. Do you understand that? Do you want a court-appointed attorney, or do you want to hire your own lawyer? Court-appointed. Do you have any questions? All right, good luck. Rashid Melton. Mr. Melton, you are charged with a Class B misdemeanor criminal trespass. Your bond amount's $100. However, I am going to do a personal bond in your case. You are going to be released for free based on your promise to come to all your court dates. You are not allowed, one of the conditions of your release, Mr. Melton, you are not allowed to go on the property of Austin Community College at 6101 Airport Boulevard. You can't go under there on that property. Do you understand that? Do you want a court-appointed attorney, or do you want to hire your own lawyer? Do you have any questions? All right, good luck. Elton Adamor. Adamor, you are charged with a misdemeanor out of Madison County for driving with a suspended license. This is a bond forfeiture for allegedly failing to show up for court when you're supposed to. So the county judge on a case like that has set your bond at $2,500 cash or surety. Cash or surety means you can't get a personal bond. It has to be the full $2,500 in cash or a bail bond company. Now, bail bond company, if they're willing to do it for 10%, will be around $250. You'll have an opportunity to use the phone a little bit to try to bond out. If you didn't manage to bond out, then Madison County has 10 days to come pick you up. And if they didn't come pick you up within that time, then you'll be released automatically with a court date in Madison County. Do you want a court-appointed attorney, or do you want to hire your own lawyer? Court-appointed. Do you have any questions? All right, good luck. Ryan Flintage. Mr. Flintage, you are charged with a second-degree felony possession of controlled substance. Your bond amount on that is $8,000. You have a third-degree felony unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon with a bond amount of $10,000. And then you have a third-degree felony violation of protective order with a bond amount of $5,000. Total amount of your bond is $23,000. You're not going to get a personal bond. You need to go through a bail bondsman or a lawyer. Bail bondsman, if they're willing to do it for 10%, would be around $2,300. If you do post fund and get out of jail, you are not allowed to possess any firearms at all while this case is pending. Do you understand that? All right. Do you want a court-appointed attorney, or do you want to hire your own lawyer? Do you have any questions?
One part, why
Say again.
one part is good. The one about the all right. Second one violation. I haven't had anybody. I'm in the point tax section where I don't.
So
I agree with you. I haven't talked about
I understand. Talk to your lawyer about that. I'm familiar with the allegations that were involved in this case, but you're going to need to talk to your lawyer about your side of the story on that case.
I had a big word before. You know, I can inform that I had one so that I can even know I'm not supposed to be around that person. I'm informed at all. ever. So, anyway.
In this particular case, the allegations are that you violated by the protective order by possessing a firearm. And that the protective order prohibits you from possessing a firearm. Say again?
I was personally know that I had a firearm. I was arrested by myself. It just means I would ever know you violate the protective order. You talk about it, I never even sense.
What's your question precisely?
How was it, how anyway, the person that says that I violated a protective order even knows that I was arrested when I was arrested by myself? How would even know that I had a firearm? Be worried about me.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. The protective order, according to the police officer, the protective order clearly prohibited a firearm, and it's alleged that you had one in your vehicle. I don't want you to make any comments on that, but talk to your lawyer about it. If you certainly have the right to fight it. All right. Good luck. Jaden Kelly. Mr. Kelly, you are charged with a charge out of Dallas County for engaging in organized criminal activity. The district judge in that case has denied bond. Usually that's because of allegedly not showing up for court when you're supposed to or violating some other conditions of your release. Do you want a court-appointed attorney or do you want to hire your own lawyer? Do you have any questions? All right, good luck. Justin Lewis. Mr. Lewis, you are charged with a third-degree felony possession of controlled substance. Your bond amount's $5,000. You're not going to get a personal bond because you already have other felony drug cases pending. You need to go through a bail bondsman or a lawyer. Bail bondsman, if they're willing to do it for 10%, would be $500. If you do post bond and get out of jail, Mr. Lewis, you are required to be screened for the drug court program, which is a rehab program that if you were to complete it, it would result in dismissal of the felony drug charge. Second of all, you're required to be screened for some type of drug counseling. Whether or not you do the rehab, you are required to go to some type of drug counseling. You'll have a piece of paper telling you where to go to do the screening. You need to go to whatever classes or group meetings that they recommend. Do you understand that? Do you want a court-appointed attorney or do you want to hire your own lawyer? Court-appointed? You have any questions? All right, good luck. Joseph Sandoval. Mr. Sandoval, you are charged with a charge out of Hayes County for leaving the scene of an accident. Has the personal bond people talked to you yet? They've not talked to you yet? Did they have you come sign a personal bond? Yeah, because normally we don't do personal bonds on out-of-county cases. However, in this instance, I asked them to interview you because based upon what I'm looking at, I'm going to go ahead and do a personal bond. You haven't previously posted bond on this case, right? This is your first time being arrested on this warrant. You need to make sure you show up for all your court dates in Hayes County. Now, Mr. Sandoval, because this is another county, when you get out of jail today, it's not necessarily going to have your court date written on it because we don't know when your court date is because it's not Travis County, which means it's your responsibility to contact Hayes County over the next couple of days or week and find out when your court date is and make sure you show up. Do you understand that? All right. Do you want a court-appointed attorney or do you want to hire your own lawyer? Court-appointed? Do you have any questions? What's that?
The marijuana. I just wanted to talk about the.
Yeah, the marijuana case was dropped. All right. Good luck.
There's a seat right there.
Ivan Donis. Hold on, let me read something on your case that I just got emailed to me.
Travis County Jail.
Travis County Jail. Hi, Donna, Miss Orlando Chiquita. I was just talking about you today. I miss you. Your hair looks great. Nancy, I dipped off the screen to try and save the internet speed, but it doesn't work. We all know all Canadians share one internet line. Thank you so much, Donna. I love that little how's it going pair. And then it should pop up here. It's going to take a minute, but it should pop up right over here. Almost like I did some work and it's going to happen. There. See? Love it. Thank you so much, Donna. Love it. Oh, and look at this. Will there be enough people? I'm nervous. Ah, there is. Thank you, Mikey. Wow. Thank you. That's a great reminder. Oh, thank you. What a gift. Again, thank you. It's Membership Monday or Membership Marathon Week on your channel. Look at you giving it back. Thank you. And yeah, if you haven't checked them out, they just hit 20,000 subscribers today. Congratulations, baby. I think we'll see more. Yeah, we will. Oh, it's so sweet. Thank you. That makes me so happy. So, so happy. I don't know why it doesn't do the gift, but it does the members, but we're working on it. Thank you once again. You hit 1,200 subscribers yesterday, Hector. That's awesome. Make sure you turn on gifts as well so we can keep this going. Yeah, Mikey, you had a very funny stream today as well. Thank you again for the gift of memberships. What a great way to keep on giving through the channel. If you're just getting here, please make sure you've clocked in for your shift by hitting the like button. Also, make sure that you tell me what you have for dinner. If you didn't like what you had for dinner, tell me what you wish you had. Mikey, what did you have for dinner? Donna, what did you have for dinner? Donna, I already know the answer to yours, but you can say it if you want. Mikey, what did you have? Hector, what did you have? Tell me, my friends. Ah, the green in the chat makes me a very, very happy lady. You guys are too sweet. Oh, my heart is very, very full and happy. It has been a great day already, and now gets better and better and better by the minute. By the minute. Diet Coke in a bottle, Donna. Sounds delicious. Barbecue chicken sandwich. Hector for Mikey, barbecue chicken sandwich. Come back to that. Hector had a Caesar salad and some chips and salsa. Was there sour cream, Hector? I really like sour cream a lot. It's one of my favorite things, sour cream. Chicken pot pie for Nancy. Philip had crab meat with Thousand Island dressing. Okay, that sounds pretty bougie, like a little bit of a humble brag there, Philip. But I love it. I'm in for it. Uh, so a barbecue chicken sandwich. Did you barbecue that sandwich? Mikey, you got your barbecue going, or is that like the name of the sandwich that comes from a place? That's my question. Oh, Hector, you made crazy nachos and guacamole last night for the Eagles game. You'll have to forgive me for not knowing. Did they win or lose? Uh, it can't still be going on. And Grammy Rita is baking bread and cookies tonight for Thanksgiving. Reminder, I'm Canadian and it's not Thanksgiving here. Not even close. Open mic had roasted Brussels sprouts with tzatziki dip and buffalo hot sauce. Okay. I have not heard of that. Your house lady made it in the slow cooker. What is a house lady? Mayor doesn't feel like it. You don't want to cook anything. I get that. Philip, you know what? I agree with that 1,000%. Spoil yourself, spoil yourself, spoil yourself. Um, Anyways, regardless of what you had for dinner, regardless of if you're new here or not, please make sure to turn membership gifting on because there are a lot of people here who love to give gifts, and I appreciate each and every one of them. Uh, Seriously, thank you, thank you, thank you. Grammy, oh, am I being invited to Thanksgivings? That's actually pretty cool. I missed that. That'd be fun one year. Anyways, let's keep watching the court. And I guess everybody in here might be in jail for Thanksgiving. Is that what we're looking at here at this point in time? Would be people, these people are in jail. Like they could stay there past Thanksgiving, right? Also, Dana, what was the taco place you said I gotta try in Texas? You gotta write it down for me again. Taco Cabana. Okay. Well, that's not a bad idea, Mikey. A contest and the winner gets me to come to their house for the holidays. Although, see, that does sound fun though. Mm. Hi, Hugh.
Mr. Donis, you've only been arrested once before, is that correct? Where do you live? Here in the Austin area? You working? Mr. Donis, you're charged with a state jail felony unauthorized use of a motor vehicle out of Williamson County. Your bond amount set at $7,500. I'm going to have pretrial services come and talk to you and have you sign a personal bond application. And they're also going to ask you about your references, such as your family or friends that can vouch for you and verify your information. Once they talk to your references, then I'll take a look at it and I'll consider a personal bond. Can't say for sure whether I would do it, but I'll at least consider it. If you do get a release later this afternoon on a personal bond, you need to make sure you show up for all your court dates in Williamson County, and it is your responsibility to contact Williamson County to find out when your court date is. You want a court-appointed attorney, or do you want to hire your own lawyer? Do you have any questions? Good luck.
All right, Judge, I actually have the next docket for post 2 standing by.
Yep.
I'm gonna have these guys go back to their posts, and I'm gonna have the other guys fly all in.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Mr. Perez, I'm gonna lower your bond on the theft case to 6,000 from 8,000. That's the most I'm gonna do. Total amount of your bonds is 13,000. 10% would be about 1,300. Look, what's your name? What?
My bad, honey. Is that door open?
What's your first name? Almaguer? Yeah. Are you asking about a personal bond? Yeah, you can go through a bail bond company. Yeah. All right. You too. Come on in.
All right, Judge, I'm about to call in the next docket.
Okay.
Atwood. DeLeon. Have a seat in one of the black chairs. Clark. Voss. One of the black chairs. Gabe. English. One of the black chairs, please. Highness. Roman. Big English. Why do we have that book? You can say it right here. Have a seat in one of the black chairs. Take your.
They told me to hold.
Lewis.
We skipped it. I skipped it. Let's get started with the actual real shit, Judge. Come on now. Bye, Hector. Judge, what are you looking at? Come on. Ooh, guys, here's a great practice event for Thanksgiving. Shut up, lady. Hey, I was listening for you for a while. Let me talk. Why don't everybody write in the chat something that was fabulous that happened to them today? That's what I'd like to see in the chat. Writing fabulous things that happened to you today.
Email transfer, Lavorado, and House. 4,010. 3,010. To control to post officer, the money transfer into the server time 29. Post 1, post 2, 4 on Edward and Henry, post South Charlie and South Adam.
These are all great things. These are all wonderful things that I'm hearing. Spending time being bored at work, waking up, still alive, scrolling, getting paid, taking everything off your to-do list. Buying a gift membership for friends, Jonathan. Love it.
More difficult for you to get out of jail once you're back
Hold
here.
on,
So
Judge. Judge, shut up. Judge, thank you. Shut up. Doodle Dad, that's glorious. Okay? You're on a Teams call and the internet went out and dropped the call. We all love that. Jim Huntsman, your son paid you today. I love that. Wow. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Can't get enough of it, you guys. Dana. Oh, you guys.
if you're able to get out of jail, don't throw away your paperwork. Pay attention to when you need to be at court. Now, there are 4 ways to get out of jail, and I'll explain each one of them. First way is to qualify for a personal bond. If you were to qualify for a personal bond, Maxwell, you are charged
We heard that part.
with a
Now we're
third-degree felony unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon. The bond amount on that is set at $5,000. You also have a state jail felony evading arrest or detention with a bond amount of $1,000, and you have a third-degree felony possession of controlled substance with a bond amount of $1,000. The total amount of your bonds is $7,000. You're not going to get a personal bond. In order to get out of jail, you are going to need to go through a bail bondsman or a lawyer or come up with the cash. Bail bondsman will often charge around 10%. In this case, to be around $700. You'll have an opportunity to use the phone a little bit to try to get a hold of your friends or family and try to get out. Do you want a court-appointed attorney or do you want to hire your own lawyer? Court-appointed? Yeah. All right. Do you have any questions? All right, good luck. Oh, yeah, no, that's good. Thank you. Here's the. All right, Conrad Gonzalez.
Just before Mr. Gonzalez goes, Melanie, are you telling me that you're going to have 84 people at your house plus 9 puppies? 9 standard poodles? 84 people plus 9 standard poodles? I cannot wait to see the photos. Like, honestly, pics or it didn't happen, right? Pics or it didn't happen. I am excited to see these pics.
Gonzalez, you are charged with a Class B misdemeanor theft with a bond amount of $500, and you're charged with a Class A misdemeanor assault charge with a bond amount of $1,000. Total amount of your bond is $1,500. However, I am going to do personal bonds in your cases. You can be released today for free based upon your promise to come to all your court dates. You understand you need to show up for all your court dates? Do you understand that? Yeah, all right. One of the conditions of your release, besides showing up for all your court dates, Mr. Gonzalez, is you're not allowed to go back to the Walmart at 1030 Norwood Park Boulevard. You can't go on that property, even the parking lot. Do you understand that? All right. And you want a court-appointed attorney?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. You have any questions?
No.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Jarek Flores. Mr. Flores, you're charged with a Class A misdemeanor violation of a protective order with a bond amount of $5,000, and you're charged with a Class B misdemeanor criminal trespass with a bond amount of $1,000. Total amount of your bond $6,000. You are not going to get a personal bond. You need to go through a bail bondsman or a lawyer. Bail bondsman, if they're wanting to do it for 10%, would be around $600. If you do postpone and get out of jail, Mr. Flores, you are not allowed to go within 200 yards of 9708 Sugar Hill Drive, which is the same address that the protective order applied to. However, the protective order expires in 2 months. But one of the conditions of your release on this, if you do get out of jail because of this new charge, is that you have a bond condition that you can't go within 200 yards of that address, however long this case happens to last, even if it lasts for 6 months or a year. Do you understand that? So as long as this case is pending, you can't go within 200 yards of that address. Are we clear? Do you want a court-appointed attorney, or do you want to hire your own lawyer?
No.
Court-appointed? Any questions? Good luck. Daniel Cannon. Mr. Cannon, you are charged with a state jail felony unauthorized use of a motor vehicle with a bond amount of $10,000. You have a Class A misdemeanor evading arrest with a bond amount of $2,000. You have a third-degree felony possession of controlled substance with a bond amount of $3,500. So the total amount of your bonds on the 3 Travis County charges is $15,500. You also have 2 warrants out of Williamson County. One of them is a bond forfeiture for a burglary of a building charge where bond has been denied by the district judge. So you're not going to be able to bond out unless your attorney goes and talks to the district judge in Williamson County, try to convince them to give you another chance to bond out. You also have a warrant for a misdemeanor burglary, misdemeanor evading charge. Hold on a second. Yeah, misdemeanor evading charge, bond forfeiture for failing to come to court on that with a bond amount of $5,000. So the total amount of your bonds on the Williamson County cases, you have 1 bond is denied and $5,000 on the other. And on the Travis County cases, it's $15,500. You want a court-appointed attorney, or do you want to hire your own lawyer? Court-appointed? Do you have any questions? All right, good luck.
I get, you know, a little attorney, I can talk about people.
Say it again.
Get a hold of an attorney, I can talk about people. Make a call. No one can do it for me, right?
I'm having a hard time understanding it. It's not your fault. There's something wrong with the
What is your question?
To be able to get a hold of an attorney, I have to have my.
Your own, you gonna hire your own attorney? Are you gonna hire your own attorney? Yeah, you gotta call your people.
All right. Maybe.
So you're requesting a court-appointed lawyer for now, but if you hire one, they can substitute in for the court-appointed lawyer, if that's what your question is.
Right. Maybe.
All right, good luck. All right, Andrew McCoy. Mr. McCoy, you are charged with a Class A misdemeanor violation of a bond condition or protective order. Your bond amount is set at $2,500. However, I am going to do a personal bond in your case. You're going to be released today for free. You need to make sure you show up for all of your court dates. Is my understanding this was a temporary protective order that do you have a current protective order against you now? What's that? Whatever protective orders you have in place, you need to continue to abide by them. You understand that? You want a court-appointed attorney? All right, good luck. Jamarlin Clark.
Listen.
Clark, you are charged with a second-degree felony aggravated assault with a deadly weapon involving family violence. Your bond amount set at $7,500. You're not going to get a personal bond. The law does not allow that on a felony domestic violence case. You're going to need to go through a bail bondsman or a lawyer. Bail bondsman, if they want to do it for 10%, would be around $750. If you do postpone and get out of jail, Mr. Clark, you are required to comply with an emergency protective order in your case, and I'll explain what that means. This is for the protection of Chardonia, and it prohibits you from doing 5 things. First of all, you're prohibited from committing family violence against her, which is already illegal. Second of all, you're prohibited from communicating with her or members of her household or family in a threatening or harassing manner. Third, in this case, you are prohibited from having any contact with her or members of her household or family at all, not even by phone, text message, or email, nothing. Do you understand that? Fourth, you are prohibited from going within 200 yards of 1300 Patricia Drive. Hold on just 1 second. 1300 Patricia Drive in San Antonio, Texas. You can't go within 200 yards of that address. Do you have a reason to be in San Antonio? What's that? Davis, what is he saying? Because I can't hear.
He says he's not from San Antonio.
All right, so then there's no reason to go there. You need to stay away from that address. Lastly, you're prohibited from carrying a firearm or ammunition. If you have a concealed handgun license, it is suspended. This protective order is going to last for 2 months until January 20th next year. The next 2 months, you cannot go within 200 yards of that address, and you can't have any contact with her at all whatsoever. Are we clear about that? Do you want a court-appointed attorney, or do you want to hire your own lawyer? All right. One other thing, Mr. Clark, you have 2 traffic tickets of Austin Municipal Court from way back in 2016 that you've never taken care of. Now, I'm not going to hold you in jail on those, but when you do get out of jail, you'll have a piece of paper telling you another separate court date over at traffic court over on the east side on Burleson Road. You need to show up for that court date. You don't need an attorney for that, but you do need to show up. Do you understand that?
So that will not take care of me.
What are you saying?
So last time I was here, 2016, I'm in KCC. So that would not take care of the captain, like, I'm sorry, anything like that.
He was asking if when he went to TDC, that didn't take care of his traffic ticket.
Oh, I see. So you could get credit for the time you spent in jail, but only if you enter a plea. And the problem is that no plea has ever been entered on these tickets. We can't find you guilty on a case without you entering a plea. Just even if you've gone to jail and have jail credit, you still have to enter a plea. So show up for your court date, and then you can make some decisions, and the prosecutors will tell you what they're willing to offer you, okay? All right, good luck. DeLeon Atwood. Mr. Atwood, you're charged with a Class B misdemeanor failure to identify yourself given a false name. Your bond amount's $1,000. However, I am going to do a personal bond in your case. You're going to be released today for free. Make sure you show up for all your court dates. Do you want a court-appointed attorney, or do you want to hire your own lawyer?
What's my name, sir?
Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, good luck.
I have one question, you know, I know it's a process of getting released, but I do have a job. I'm gonna use the phone, gonna work at 4 o'clock.
Won't make it. Not gonna make it. Nope.
You know, I can't tell you when you're going to get out, but it takes a few hours. So I don't know that I guarantee you'll make 4 o'clock.
I just wanna make sure, like, you. Thank you so much, sir. Have a good day.
You too. Matthew Foz. Mr. Foz, you are charged with a warrant. This is a warrant out of Hayes County for failing to come to court on a driving with suspended license charge. The county judge, because this is a bond forfeiture, the county judge has set your bond at $6,000 cash or surety. That means you can't get a personal bond. It has to be the full $6,000 in cash or a bail bondsman. Bail bondsmen often charge around 10%, which would be around $600. You can also have your attorney go talk to the judge in Hayes County who's presiding over the case and try to convince them to give you a personal bond and give you more favorable bonding arrangements, okay? Do you want a court-appointed attorney or do you want to hire your own lawyer? Do you have any questions? All right, good luck. Renell Hymus. Mr. Hymus, you are charged with a third-degree felony, deadly conduct in terms of discharge of a firearm. Your bond amount set at $6,000. Mr. Hymus, we don't have a good phone number for either your mother or your wife. Do you have a phone number that works that we can get a hold of your people?
I don't know most by heart, but my wife's is good. She's always at work, so she can't answer.
You don't know your wife's phone number though? You don't? You do? What is it?
512-299-77.
Whew. That's close. We don't know his wife's phone number. We're not calling her up. We're skipping part of that. Good job, Paisley. You.
All right. And you live with her?
Yes, sir.
Our office is going to contact her, kind of get some background on this case and some questions that need to be answered. And then after I get that back, then I'll make a final decision on a personal bond. I don't know whether I'd be willing to do it, but I haven't made a final decision because we haven't been able to get a hold of your people yet. If you do post bond, whether it's through a bail bondsman or through a personal bond or an attorney, you need to make sure you show up for all your court dates. You understand that? Your bond set at $6,000. A bail bondsman, if they want to do it for 10%, would be around $600. Do you want a court-appointed attorney?
I'm gonna get my own.
You'll get your own? Okay. Do you have any questions? Oh, all right, good luck. Thomas McDonald. Mr. McDonald, you're charged with a state jail felony unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. Your bond amount set at $8,000. You're not going to get a personal bond. You need to go through a bail bondsman or a lawyer. Bail bondsman, if they want to do it for 10%, would be $800. Do you want a court-appointed attorney or do you want to hire your own lawyer? Court-appointed? Is that right? Yeah. Do you have any questions? All right, good luck. Marlon Gonzalez. Mr. Gonzalez, you are charged with a state jail felony possession of controlled substance with a bond amount of $3,000. And you're charged with a third-degree felony possession of controlled substance with a bond amount of $4,500. Total amount of your bonds is $7,500.
Turn on your dang gifts, loud Elvis. They're working again, baby. Also, welcome, Jeep Tasha's.
Hold on, let me just check something.
With what?
You have two pending cases, Mr. Gonzalez, for an assault charge and violation of protective order charge. You have an attorney that you hired on that case, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you been reporting into that attorney and staying in touch with them about your case?
Yeah.
When's the last time you talked to him?
It was yesterday.
And do you have a place to live? You live in your car? Your family? Do you have family here? Mr. Gonzalez, I'm gonna do personal bonds on your cases. You need to make sure you show up for all your court dates. You understand that? You have two conditions on your charge on your personal bond, and that is, First of all, you are required to be screened for the drug court program. That's a rehab program that if you were to complete it, it would result in dismissal of the felony drug charge. You're not required to do the program. It's very intensive and it requires a lot of commitment to stay clean, but you are required at least to be screened for it to see if it's an option for you. Do you understand that? Second of all, you are required, whether or not you do the rehab program, you are required to be screened for some type of drug counseling. You'll have a separate piece of paper telling you when and where to go to do that screening. You need to go to whatever classes or group meetings that they recommend. Do you understand that? Lastly, you are required to report to a supervision officer while your case is pending. So when you get out of jail today, you're going to have a piece of paper with the name and number of a person that you need to contact within 24 hours of your release from jail. You need to contact them, set up an appointment with them, and report in whenever they require. Sometimes they may have you just call in, other times they may have you report in person. You need to follow their directives. You understand that? You want a court-appointed attorney, or do you want to hire your own lawyer? So you got a hired lawyer on those other two cases, but you can do a court-appointed lawyer on this. Okay. Do you have any questions?
No.
All right. Make sure you don't get any more trouble, Mr. Gonzalez.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, good luck. What's your name, sir?
Lewis.
Huh?
Lewis.
Last name Lewis.
Lewis, got it. Okay. Mr. Lewis, you are charged with a charge out of Waco. This is a warrant for a theft case. Mr. Lewis, are you on probation right now? Because I know that you had a case back in 2014 for theft. You finished that probation?
Yeah.
Do you know what this case is about? Because I don't.
I do not. I have no idea what this is about. That's why I'm shocked when I got arrested for it. Because I don't even go to Waco.
Mr. Lewis, have they come to talk to you about a personal bond yet?
Yes, yeah.
All right. I'm going to do a personal bond in your case. Your bond amount is going to be set at $4,000. However, I am going to do a personal bond in your case, which we don't normally do on out-of-county cases, but I'm doing it in this instance because it looks like you haven't been in trouble in years. You need to make sure you show up for all your court dates. We're not going to be able to tell you when your court date is in Waco, so it's your responsibility to contact McLennan County over the next couple of days and over the next week and find out when your court date is and show up. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
All right. Do you want a court-appointed attorney or you want to hire your own lawyer? Any questions?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck.
And that is all she wrote. That's all we had for. My internet is still choppy as fuck. Thank you, Canada. Oh, Canada. Love you, Canada. And your choppy internet. Oh, my tiny ears can't really handle wearing headphones like that. I know. Today has been a bit of a short day. I apologize for that, but there's good reason. I will be here. I think I'm going to go live on Thanksgiving Day since, y'all are busy. So I think I might do that. Plus, so I think there's going to be a double feature on Thursday for us. Yeah, over already. There's only so much court I have. And I haven't made dinner yet, to be honest. Mayor needs to manscape your balls. Is that what you just said, Mayor? We have all become so close over the years. You will have new shows all day Thanksgiving Day. Oh, well then, look at me being a liar, said Mr. Mikey. I look tired, Donna. Well, I might be a little tired. I woke up early to do something today and yesterday, so I didn't sleep into my normal time frame. I haven't done my hair in a long time, so it's gray. And I've been looking at lights for an hour and a half plus. So probably do look tired, but regardless, I love you guys so, so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. I know that it feels short, but an hour and a half is actually not a short show. I'm just going to point that out there. Anyways, I love you all. Please remember that. Remember that I love you. I'm proud of you, and I will see you tomorrow. I love you. Bye. You get up early every day and you work harder than me, baby. And look at you with 28K. Early bird gets the worm, Mikey. Bye, guys. Love you.